So today we're mounting our Humminbird fish finder to the front of this Pelican kayak. In the last video I had mentioned an issue with putting screws into these kayaks. I had a rather bloody issue when I mounted this, so we're going to bore it out to 13/64 for the bolts that I bought, and hopefully that'll be a little bit better for me. Perfect. Alright. So what you're going to want to do is do these pilot holes and then come back and hit this with a hole saw. I want to say 1/2 inch is what it was, but a full 1 inch is like what I have in my bass boat. That being said, you can always go as large or as small as you need to, because you can pre-mount and do a simple 1/2 inch hole or smaller for just the wires themselves. But let's get these. So I like the bolts to be really tight on this bracket. I've had one fall off, and that was not a good day. That was a $500 loss for no reason. Bracket for the actual fish finder mounted. I'm going to tighten in the bolts, throwing in some nuts and some washers. Alright, so the next part of this is running our wires through this bracket. So essentially you want to run the wires through your kayak, figure out where you want everything, the battery and all kind of good stuff. Through that hole you drilled, pull that through, and the power wire you can actually run this way. Pull it through. Then take the actual bracket mount itself. These are all keyed, so it should be nice and easy. Metal plate. It kind of locks everything in there. Set that in. Grab the 2 machine screws. Now don't over tighten this. You don't want to pinch anything or hurt any of the wires. So from there, you figure out where you want your battery, all that jazz. I'm going to run. So the front of the kayak is running this way, taking our power wire, running it around the seat. And we're going to have the battery mounted behind the seat. There's nothing in our feet in our way for us to kick or knock over or anything like that. But before we get too far, let's test everything and make sure everything works just fine. And to do that, we have to rewire the ends of the battery. So you're going to take the wire and the end, and crush down. Do the same thing on the ground. So from here you can either split the casing, cut it, or you can leave it as is. So this is my go-to mount for just about any John boat or kayak. So I can take it on and off easily. I can switch, the boats around. I can do whatever I need to do without constantly worrying about where my transducer is or spending the money on, 5 transducers. So you've got the transducer itself and the 2 locks. Now the trick usually is getting it in there that first time, which it's not a bad thing that it's stiff. But you'll see how that kind of fits right in there, and I do it this way so it's kind of protected, and I kind of can just feel, okay, that's the back. So I'm going to throw this bolt right there. A wing nut. So a little bit ago I'd mentioned that I'm not a big fan of screws in the kayak. But that being said, this screw is really short, and it's in a place where I really shouldn't be touching it all, so it should be totally fine. What we're going to do is take this clip. And these clips come with the portable kit you get from Humminbird. I'll have a link for that down below. We're going to figure out what length we want and how loose we want it. I want it a little bit loose just so it's not ripping when I bump something, so will, this will fall off. Alright guys, I won't lie to you, that could have went better. That being said, the fish finder is now mounted, the wiring is ran. At this point it's a matter of simple tune-up and fine-tuning how I want the wires ran. From there we'll use Velcro strips and Velcro ties. I'm not a big fan of zip ties because I've had issues in the past on my bass boat where I needed something on and off quickly. And Velcro really does the job for me for that. But if you guys have any questions on this or any other build that we're working on, feel free to comment down below. As always guys, I appreciate the support on here and Patreon. Anything you guys can give and have given is a major deal to us. Have a good one guys, and good luck on the water.